We will be live momentarily.
Yeah, but I'm not doing maintenance for P management.
Yeah, man. So I saw your message on there. Kudos to you. And yeah, we didn't get the big account back, so we're going to utilize this account. And I'm going to start creating videos. And I did a bunch of posts on X. And we're going to do educational content for people. Yeah, man. So I saw your message on there. So I saw your message on there, and yeah, we didn't get the big account back, so we're gonna utilize. We didn't get the big account back, so we're gonna utilize videos, and I did a bunch of posts on videos, and we're gonna do educational content for people. And we're gonna do educational content for people. Yeah, man. So I saw your message on there. Okay, guys, so we're going to be live. I was just talking to some people that were inside the chat. Okay, so just share the link for this video on your socials. We're going to talk about social media. I'm going to give you some inside information. Okay, and, you know, you guys will find out some stuff that I'm going to talk about. Some alpha info. How to do your trading and what I've been learning, how you can mine easy on your PC, make extra cash, and then take that extra cash, how to find newly launched liquidity pairs, and we've been turning $100 or one Solana into 100 daily. Shout out to Gigi and Jakey. Alright, they're launching a coin, so as soon as their coin launches, alright, we're going to be putting in 1K SOL, and we're going to use reoccurring buys, 5 SOL every minute to pump the charts. Alright, and then we won't take profit until it's at 500 million. And what we'll do is we'll take our initial back out and we'll buy into the dips. Alright, so make sure you tag Gigi and Jakey on this video so we can get in contact and we can build. Alright, I've been building since 2019. I come from the stock market and I ran portfolios for corporations like Verizon, Colgate, and hotel corporations. I did seminars and shows on educational videos, and I'm also a Crestron and Lutron programmer, okay, with years of experience. So I'm 40 years old now. I started when I was about 15 learning, and I worked for Best Buy as a tri-state area, the whole East Coast, and I did celebrity installs, and I flew all over the place, and worked on big client houses, and then I started my own business where I did remote work, and once you gain a customer, you gain customers for life, and you know, we ended up you know, doing pretty well, and I take that income, and you know, if you have and you make 100K or 150K and you use that properly, you never have to spend your capital. Okay? With 150K in capital, alright, you can make about 50K a year off of that, and I can show you some strategies. So we're going to do daily videos and we're going to build this up. Alright? And if you actually refer someone to this channel and tag me on one of my socials, like on X, okay, I'm going to keep a list of all the people that referred somebody that watches the videos, alright, and then we're going to do weekly spin the wheel giveaways and duck races, okay, and then I'm going to show you, yep, the duck races. I got my wife here right here, she's a developer, and my other buddy here, alright, and we're going to start running the show, doing multiple social media accounts. Right now we're doing YouTube, but pretty soon we're going to be going on live on YouTube, X, and TikTok. Okay, yep. And we're going to have a bunch of different stuff. She's going to be doing development and customer service and management. And she's going to be doing a celebrity news channel. Yes. So if anybody wants to reach out to that. And also shout out to Wendy O. She's another person I love. My wife loves Wendy O. She inspired her to get into crypto. Yes. And she learned a lot, man. I'll tell you a story. One day, I woke up, and she figured out how to plug in the ledger, set it all up, transfer crypto to an exchange, have it swapped out to Bitcoin, Lightning, onto Cash App, sell the Bitcoin, and then had money. And she figured all that out by watching me, all right? And she's been learning with me. You know, many years ago, when I was 18 or 19, you know, I did some dark web development and, you know, all that kind of stuff like that. And, you know, I already paid my dues to society and help people out. So that's why I'm sharing this information. And I actually helped people out and did seminars inside New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts prisons, okay? Because of, I had to do a stint in prison for being a white hacker, and then when they found out I was a hacker, they offered me positions, okay? And we'll get more into that, all right? So there's a lot of different things you can do, and there's a lot of different information that you can get from this, all right? We only got a couple people watching right now, but we're going to spread the word because we're going to be giving out some real valuable information. Yeah, shout out to you, Jim. Mad love. I saw you talking. Yeah, Treasury. I saw your tweet too. Oh yeah, Dev Team. Yeah, so when we launch a token, we take 50% of the funds, put it into liquidity. The other 50% we put into a Treasury multi-sig wallet that 5 developers will have access to, but 3 people need to approve a transaction. And then weekly, we'll claim our staking rewards, and they'll be automatically airdropped to all token holders. And then we're going to build a platform for a DEX, liquidity pair platform, and it is going to be multi-chain. So these DEXs that only work like for one chain or whatever, we're going to have a multi-chain. Alright? So we're going to have Solana, BNB, Avalanche, okay? Hyper, Blast, Sui, all that stuff will have programmed into the DEX, lending and borrowing and all that kind of stuff. So this is the new Twitter that I'm going to be using, okay? We built up organically 500 followers, and then now I'm going to verify it, okay?
Yes.
I do post all the time on here, so we're going to be doing posts. I do daily posts about crypto, where it's going, what's happening, and you can follow that. And then I also talked about the ideas behind the launches of the meme coins and how it can work. So anybody that sees this, all right, and if they're interested, okay, I want to hop on a Zoom call and we can all create together, all right, doing weekly developer updates and streams and talking and going to events, okay? Right now I'm out in Dubai, but, you know, I'm hosted in New York City, but I'm out in Dubai doing a speech and a talk for corporations that want to utilize Bitcoin on their balance sheets and how to utilize it properly, okay? This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, okay? So anything that you see and hear, remember, there's always a risk when trading crypto, all right? And, you know, that's basically what we got to say, all right? Okay, so we dropped our link here, all right? So let me just grab this again and then drop it in this raid community. Yeah, a white hacker, good hackers. There's good hackers and bad hackers. So what I did is I found the bad hackers and we end up locking them out, you know, stuff like that. So there's bad hackers and then there's good hackers. So the good hackers find out what those bad hackers are doing, okay, and how they did it so they could stop things like that from happening. Because they just had that $1.5 billion hack that happened on Bybit, which it shouldn't have happened if chain of custody was done in a proper way, with multi-sig, cold storage, with certain percentages in a hot wallet, and, you know, people to control, you know what I'm saying? So there's some things that you just got to pay attention to, you know? Alright, so I'm just going to drop this to some of my raid communities. Okay. Alright. Okay, and then let me just drop this in this raid communities. Unicorn Fart Dust, shout out.
Yes. Good, Jack's good.
Yeah. You know, Ron, he did an awesome job.
Yes.
Okay. And everything was cool with that, right?
So far.
Okay.
Sounds back.
Join us on our live stream. We're going to talk about crypto, the situation of the market, and we will talk about Unicorn Fart Dust, the best coin out there. Okay. Alright, so I had to drop that in inside that, and then we got we got this going on, and let me see. Okay. And then one of the developers I have here, you know, I'm just, you know, shouting out
The GG and Jakey.
and the devs and stuff like that. So we got that. And then let me just shout out on here. Let's go to Gigi.
Yes.
And let's put our link in one of her last posts. Okay. Okay. All right. So we put that for Gigi, and then let me see, and then somebody that Gigi is retweeting, right? And then join us, all things
All March. Yeah.
crypto.
March 8th.
All things crypto. Okay. So utilizing X and utilizing the power, and then this is the profile that we're going to be pulling off of. All right, so we're going to be getting it, and then you know, we're doing daily posts, and you know, we're getting some you know, good hits. I talked about ideas of launches, but you know, we get some good mornings, and you
Yes.
know, we get some good duster action, and you know, we can actually, you know, make this happen here, right? Okay. All right. So, okay, let me just put this in YouTube. Let's just Frankie Candle. Shout out to Frankie. All right. Frankie Candles does an awesome job.
Yes, he does.
Okay. And then let's put our link in there. Okay. All right. We dropped a link for Frankie Candles. And let's see, what do we got here? Frankie Candles, Mirror Now, and then celebrity news. Okay, and then let me just drop this in another. Well, actually, nobody else is really live right now. Okay, all right. So we will kick it off looking at CoinMarketCap. Now I use CoinMarketCap and I also use CoinGecko. All right. They both have their positives and negatives, all right? So, you know, for this, we're going to be using CoinMarketCap, but the more people request or whatever you like, you know, you can always just, you know, put it out there. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. You know, mad love and respect. Drop stuff in the comments if you want me to check out a coin or whatever, and you wanted me to give an opinion and look at the, looking at the blockchain, okay? All right. Okay. So we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's now at 83,870. Okay. It's down 5.47 in the past 24 hours. Okay. That's a 5% drop. Okay, which is unexpected. Now the market cap is 1.6 trillion and 64 billion dollars in volume. All right, so we had a big outflow. The last 7 days, okay, 13% downside for Bitcoin. All right, so that's a big thing because I'm going to tell you why right now. I use an indicator. It's called Traders Reality. You go to indicators here and you type in TRADERS, Traders Reality Main, okay? And you can get this indicator. It's free. It's been coded by the developer team, and it gives you all the information that you need to know to do your trades, okay? So as you see, it gives you all the sessions, all right? The sessions of the day, like these boxes. Right now it's Sydney session, New York just closed, okay, and it gives you, so you see all the boxes that give you the sessions. It gives you the moving average, which is the 50 right here, the purple line, the white line 200, and the blue line 800, and then you got the RSI here on the bottom. So the RSI is oversold, and it's still turning down more, which leads me to believe we can actually hit this pivot zone, M0 pivot zone, right? So that's something that can happen in the market, right? Okay, so let me just push back over here. All right, so that's Bitcoin. But let's swing back to the crypto market and overall prices. Ethereum 2,325 down 6.7% past 24 hours, 14% in the past week. All right, 28 billion in volume. Okay, crazy. USDT now has a market cap of 141 billion, and they have 120 billion in volume. So they're pushing volume almost the amount of that market cap, right? XRP really over and outperformed the market, but they're actually calling for a pullback, all right? XRP can hit that $1.50 range, okay? So that's something that we'll take a look at. BNB, oh yeah, and XRP down 5.5% in the past 24 hours and 20% in the past week. BNB at 610, down 2%, 24 hours, 6.4% in the past 7 days, right? And the volumes are insane because people are exiting, okay, switching back to fiat, and as you can see, all right, the global market cap is now at 2.82 trillion. All right, so that actually dropped a lot. 24-hour volume is 146 billion. So we've been seeing some pretty high volumes, over here. So this is definitely something that we want to pay attention to, right? Okay. Then Solana, everybody banking on Solana, okay? But Solana had a major dip happening, okay? And we're going to show you on the chart, okay? I'm just getting this over here worked out. Okay. Okay. Little bit of a delay. Okay, hey dusters. All right, appreciate that. Okay, all right. So Solana 134, right? Down 6.5% in the past 24 hours. Okay, and 20% in the past week. All right. So when you see these 20% down, okay, these 20% drops down, all right, that is pretty much, the buy. Okay, I want to buy. So we're going to show you the charts, okay, right after we go through the rest of these prices, okay? USDC now has a market cap of 56 billion. All right, let me go back. I don't know why I clicked on that. Okay. All right, Bitcoin 84. So we're seeing a little bounce there. Okay, why does it keep popping back on me? Okay, let me go. Let's swing on back for you guys. The entertainment and love. $56 billion market cap, 11 billion in volume from USDC. Dogecoin is now at 20 cents. So that was my target. I was like, if it gets to 20 cents, I'm going to ape. Okay? So Doge is down 20% in the past 7 days, and it's a $30 billion market cap. Doge was at a $50 billion market cap. So we have some real good room to move on an increase. So this is why I'm buying Dogecoin. I'm going to show you that on the chart. Plus, Dogecoin has $2 billion in volume. Cardano, look at that, down 16% on the week. Okay, it's at 64 cents. Tron coming in at the number 10 spot. I used to hold a lot of Tron, but when it made that big pump up to 40 cents, I took advantage of that, and I ended up buying in at like 1 cent, so I actually made some good profits on that, put it into Solana, I staked a bunch of it, you know, stuff like that to make passive income, right? So Tron's down 6%, it's got a $19 billion market cap, and it barely has $1 billion in volume, so I'm not seeing a lot of outflow out there. Now, Litecoin and Dogecoin are both script mining, so you'll see those correlate with each other. So Litecoin, $124.75. Past 24 hours, it's up 8.9%. People are buying on Robinhood. It has almost $2 billion in volume, okay? And that's what we're seeing. These coins that are below the number 10 coin, they're actually important. I usually go down to the 20th coin, but we talked about the 10. Litecoin at 12. Avalanche is going to be used a lot, okay, as blockchain and real-world assets. All right, so these are some opportunities in the market. XLM, people are looking at it because look at the logo, and then look at Elon Musk's his Twitter page. So it kind of looks like the XML logo. So we don't know what he's going to be using, okay, for payment methods on the X platform. Alright, so you're going to want to hold those altcoins like XLM, XRP, Solana, and stuff like that. During these times of crashes and dips, that's when you buy, you know, the top 10 coins, and you don't take that risk because it's not altcoin season and it's not meme coin season. You know what I mean? So that is, you know, something that we pay attention to. Okay? You could go at AVGuy9 on X, okay, and you'll find all of these posts. Alright, so I'm going to utilize this account now. We're going to get verified, and we're going to do all of our daily posts that we do about charts and targets and information on Bitcoin. So if you follow, make sure you hit that bell, and you know, you'll get everything out of it. This account's actually been running for a while now. It's got about 8,100 posts on it. And I had this one since August 2021. Alright, my big account ended up getting suspended, and I couldn't even get it back. So it sucks when you lose a account that has 100K followers, you know? So we're going to build that back up by doing what we do. Making videos, driving content, and keeping the people happy, right? Okay. Altcoin season index, okay, down, all right, and then we show the top 100 performing coins, okay, so you see that in the past 90 days, the performers, but then look at this. Most of these altcoins and meme coins are down up to 50%, all right, so these coins that are, you see like Bonk and Whiff, okay, Floki, Pepe, all those right now down over 50%. Alright, if you're doing any risk trading, okay, that's what you want to be looking for. Now, these ones that have FOMO, okay, Barra is a new blockchain, okay, Litecoin, XMR, I do hold some XMR, I mine XMR actually, and yeah, I can actually show you guys that towards the end of the video, so you stay, you rock out, hit that like button, I'll show you the XMR mining, and you know, how that works, and I also did an article on Medium, okay, so that's what we see there, so I just wanted to show you guys all that, Tron and everything like that, so altcoin season and extended, okay, so we were at the Bitcoin chart. Alright, so now we are on the 1 hour chart, okay? Let me just spread this chart out. I'm using Trader's Reality Main. That's the name of the indicator. It gives me everything I need, the moving averages, the pivot zones, the lines, and all that, alright? My psychological high, okay, target, take profit is 98,612 I'm set at. And when we had that swing, dip, at the end of the New York session down to the 83,350, okay, that was a good entry, alright, but we could still break down further to the M1 pivot zone, okay, which is 79,600, then hold on, let me just move this. The M0 pivot zone, okay, is at 76,000. So we still have 2 more zones that we can hit towards the downside, okay? The RSI was oversold, okay? We're waiting for this little line to cross over this yellow line. When we see that and the RSI starts growing back up, that's when we know we're seeing a reversal in the market. But right now, it looks like it's just barely touching on this 1 hour chart, okay? So it could cross in the next couple hours because it is Sydney session and the Tokyo session. So we're going to be paying attention to that, okay? So in about an hour, that's when we usually have some market volatility, and then the New York Open every day, right? So that is what we're looking at here. Okay, hold on, let me just get my water here. Okay, this is the Bitcoin chart. Remember, it's called Trader's Reality. I learned it from a guy that works in the stock market. You know, I started trading stocks back in 2019. I made a bunch of money off of it. And when I made money off of it, I went into Dogecoin really cheap. Dogecoin pumped, and I became financially free. You don't have to spend your capital. You could take your capital that you earn and you make, okay, and earn interest off of it, APY and all that, and you're good to go. All right, Solana chart, okay? We're going to show you the Solana chart. Just give me 1 second, grab my water. Okay, so Solana chart, the 1 hour chart, we are below the 50 EMA, okay? Let me get my drawing tool out, because I know you are Solana junkies, right?
Yes.
Everybody's chasing those meme coins, so you guys are Solana junkies. I'm going to tell you exactly what to look for. So use the indicator called Trader's Reality Main, okay? It's a coded indicator made by an insider that works with a major exchange, and we coded it to give us all the important information that we need, because the busiest times of trading is when the markets open. So the beginning of each session is when we make our money. So we trade only 4 times a day for 5 minutes, and then we make our money. And then what we do is, and I'm going to make another video on how to look for new liquidity pair launches on DEX screeners across multiple chains, okay, and what to look for, and then that's how you turn, if you only have 1 SOL, okay, you look for 5 new launch coins, you know, and you put in 0.2 SOL in, alright, and if you follow some good KOLS on X, alright, you'll find some good coins early, alright. Read my Twitter and my X, because we're talking about a meme coin that's going to have a treasury that's going to make money weekly from staking the income, okay? And weekly will increase the staking, and the top holders will get airdropped, okay? And it will be all coded in the contract. So that way it's a consistent stream of income, and it will be balanced with liquidity pairs, okay? And we're going to use Meteora for the liquidity, so that way we make off the fees, and then every time we claim fees, we buy back the token and put it in the treasury. Alright, so I'm going to explain all that to you. I write articles on Medium, alright, so I'll give you that. And Wifey's here too. She talks, she develops, she writes articles, and does coding with me. So we got 3 people in this house on the team, and we're hiring 2 more, so we have 5 people that are going to control the treasury, so that way we have no issues, alright? Because you need to know how to keep your funds safe. And I'll show you guys that, because I just set up a new Ledger account for this reason, okay? So if you're a developer, or you're interested in learning, or if you want to practice your skills, just let me know. I'll contact you, DM me on X or whatever, and you know, I've always liked to meet people on video calls. So when we have team meetings, we do it on Zoom, so that way everybody sees everybody. You know what I'm saying? So there's no BS going on. You get what I'm saying? Alright, so let's talk about Solana. Right now we're looking at the 1 hour chart on the shorter time frame. As you can see, that purple line is the 50 EMA, okay? So we almost came up to it, alright? But we hit resistance and we crashed even further, okay? So the M2 pivot zone, alright? And it's the Sydney session. So you see this box right here? This tells me what session it is. This box here is New York session, London. So this indicator gives you all the different sessions, trading sessions. And like I said, the busiest times of day are right when the market's open, when everybody's trading, okay? So that's when you make your money. So what we're going to do with this YouTube account, we're going to go live every day at market opening, okay? And teach you guys the trades. We do it together, okay? And you buy back into the coin, alright? Or you get into the VIP group and we build the treasury, okay? And you can also be part of the multi-sig group, alright? So that way, there's a bunch of different things we can do, okay? And we're also going to do RWAs, real world assets, through crypto, because they're going to be starting to, tokenize real estate and U.S. bonds and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be able to access all that, right? So say you have $100,000 and you put it in U.S. bonds and you have a yield, all right, off that 100K, you can make 30K in a year. So if you have 250K, that's like 70K in a year. You never have to spend your capital and you can live comfortably, okay? But you can keep growing your earnings, and as the price goes higher, you'll make more money, and you'll be able to live in places like Dubai and all that, So right now I'm in Dubai because I'm doing a speaking session about people using Bitcoin on their balance sheets for companies to utilize it to make funds and money. So that's what we're talking about. I'm doing a seminar, and then tomorrow I'll be doing an online seminar on YouTube, X, and Twitch all at the same time. So I'll give you the details for that, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to invest. And we're going to start a new developer group because I want to develop products, platform, a DEX platform that trades across all different blockchains, okay, a lending and borrowing platform, a staking platform, and a liquidity providing platform. So I coded this one platform for a guy. He launched a token, and when people pair their liquidity and they put it in the staking, okay, when people do that, they stake it for 180 days, which is 6 months, which then keeps the floor of the token higher the more people that put it in, and it stabilizes it, So there's some things that we're going to do to, build an ecosystem, right? Okay, so you go on X and you see at AVGuy9, you could DM me or you can, leave a post under it and I'll see it. I get a lot of messages each day, but I spend every morning 30 minutes responding to people and doing developer work because I also do developer work on the side. I do building of, contracts and stuff like that. And then I also do cryptocurrency mining and I'm going with a company, and we're going to be doing mining using solar power all over the world in different locations. So we buy these mining sheds. They cost $25,000 with the solar panels, and then we put the miners in, and that gives us the power, and then that little village earns the crypto, and then we just take 10%. And we set it up, we set it up, we set it up. So I'm a venture capitalist for that and these other things. Okay, and the wifey is doing more streams talking about celebrity and crypto news because there's some tokens coming out that you guys need to know about. Okay, so you'll have some insider information. Shout out to Gigi and Jakey. I've been watching them, and they have inspired me to get back on YouTube ever since I lost my big account. It was my income account, over 100K followers, and I was so sad along with my Twitter because, people troll you, right? So people trolled me, and I was like, oh, damn, what do I do now, You're going from that income because, some channels, you could earn income, in a month, you know what I'm saying? You could earn, 10 to 15K, right? So I went from that to nothing, you know what I'm saying? And then, so we're going to rebuild the X account, and we're going to go across all platforms, okay? I ordered new gear, camera, and recording equipment, so we're going to be going live and doing all kinds of stuff, educational videos and everything. So if anybody wants to learn something or they have an idea for an educational video, drop it in the chat or tag me on X, and I'll make a video personalized for you, okay? Because I am here to help. The more people that I help, the more people that we can grow. I want to give back to the community what I have learned and what I have earned, okay? So, you know, we're going to keep moving on here. All right, Solana. Right now, Sydney session started. Now, Tokyo session just started, okay? So you see that green candle. All right. It's on the 1 hour chart. The Tokyo session just started. And then usually you see a pump at the beginning of the session, right? So we're going to show you this, right? Okay. So Tokyo session just started. Okay, hold on. I put them wrong. You see how it's starting to pump a little bit? So I had an entry at the beginning of the session. Okay. Which was right here. What was it? 135.15. And now we're at 136.15. Okay. This bottom part of the moving average at 138. And then the 50 moving average line at 141. Okay. Ideally, I would want to take profit at that point, okay? But I'm going to set two orders up, okay? So I'm going to take profit at the psychological levels because we're above the daily open, okay? And now we are moving above, between the M2 and M3 pivot zones, okay? So yesterday low, and then yesterday high, okay? So 145, all right? So it's possible that we can see an increase up to that level. That's why I was talking about to all you Solana heads, all right? You can see down here on the 1 hour chart, the RSI crossed over. This purple line crossed over that yellow line, all right? So that's what said me okay. And then you see that little purple line starting to turn up more, okay? That's leading me to believe that we're going to see a little bit of a rally up to that moving average, all right? And, you know, I don't ever use 100x leverage. I've been using Femex Exchange, okay, for a long time now because I knew somebody that worked with them. And, you know, I've been using them, and they actually built a meme coin trading, you know, selection part. So you could actually trade new meme coins over there. So I'm going to show you guys all that info. And then plus, because I did some work with them, I could give you a sign-up link. And instead of getting 8K in bonuses, you know, you can get 25K. All right? All right, so we're at 135.95, okay? And then, you know, 132.50 was the M2 zone, which is after that dip from New York, okay? So, you see New York, and then you see these purple candles? Well, we pulled back. So, anytime we're far below this 50 EMA on the 1 hour chart, and I see the dips like that going to the yesterday low or the low, all right, that is where I will set targets, okay? So I saw during the day at the New York session, I'm like, you know what, Brink session, pump a little bit. I was like, we're going to have a dip because of the way the news is going, okay? And I was like, you know what, the dip is probably going to be to the M2 zone, which is 132, right? So we went a little bit further below that, but we did hit that target, okay? So now we're at 136.37, all right? So as you see, that's the 1 hour candle. The RSI is turning up. Now, hold on, let's go to a shorter time frame so that way we can see. Okay. All right, so you see this RSI, it's crossed over the yellow, which is good. This purple line is turned up. Okay, Tokyo session just started. It's halfway through Sydney session. And on the 30-minute chart, the mid RSI is at 138. So that would be our first take profit. And you'll probably see it hit that. And it's not going to break above it. It's probably going to be a resistance zone. Because this looks like a little bit of a relief rally. Okay, because New York dumped, Sydney opened, and they brought that dip, and then Tokyo opens halfway through Sydney, right? So, you know, we have 136.47 on Solana. All right, so that's what's happening there. This is the 30-minute chart. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, and we want to see it hit that 50 EMA. All right, another chart we are looking at right here. Okay, we go back to Bitcoin. Okay, and let me show you what's happening. This is a 30-minute chart on Bitcoin. Tokyo session just started. All right, and then when you see the PP area, okay, and we're above the daily open, you know, I'm expecting, okay, the 50 EMA is at 86,766, okay, but yesterday low, okay, as you saw, the swing low was at 82, all right, and then it dipped in the New York session, okay, and then the Sydney session started up and they brought in, all right, when that usually happens, you see Tokyo following suit, and usually when that happens, you know, we come up to those moving averages and they act as resistance, okay? So, when we hit that M2 pivot zone at the end of New York session, so I trade beginning of the session at the end of the session, most volatile times, so at the end of the New York trading session, we hit that target. So, you know, we got the entry at 83,274, okay? And then our first take profit, okay, is actually right up here, PP area right there. So that, what is that, 85,450, yep. And then we have the next target, which is right below the 50 EMA, which is 86,813. But we're right below that at this beginning of the purple line, 86,300. Okay, so that's something that we were thinking about. We did 10x leverage. I will post my the Femex link on X page for you guys. Okay. All right. So that's Bitcoin. These are on the shorter time frames. Let me actually show you Bitcoin on the daily so you can understand what is going on. Okay. Bitcoin dipped heavy, right? Okay. So as you see, and I expected this, and I was talking on X and everything, all right? And I'm like, you know what? We're going to come down to the 200 EMA, 85. We actually came below it, okay? And we hit a liquidity point. You see these yellow boxes? Those are liquidity points, okay? And this is on the daily, and the RSI is completely oversold, and it doesn't look like it's turning back up yet. So when I see the RSI turning back up, when this yellow line comes down more and the RSI down here turns back up and comes over this white line and crosses, okay, that is something that, you know, I'm paying attention to. So I'm waiting for that to happen, right? Now you see this little candle right here, okay? That is, okay, so last week low on 93, and then the 200 EMA is acting as a resistance, 85,800. Now, if we can break that during one of these sessions, okay, Sydney is still open, and then the Tokyo session, then we can actually be above that. But if we fail and it hits as resistance, there is below us, okay, another point, which is bad, okay, but you see the 800 at like 60,000, right? Okay, so we don't want to see anything like that happen, okay? There's all these liquidity points along the way, okay? The RSI, okay, is turned down, and it looks like it's staying turned down, okay? So it doesn't look like we're going to pop above that at all, all right? That just seems like that's, you know, something that's going to happen, right? And, okay. Alright. Alright, so that's Bitcoin on the daily. We're going to go to Ethereum now. I showed you Bitcoin, and I showed you Solana. So Ethereum on the daily long term, it's below all the moving averages. So here's the 200, here's the 50, and here's the 800. Okay? So when we see that, okay, that is definitely a buy trigger for me. But you see this liquidity zone right here, 2100. Okay? Now, if Bitcoin follows down a little bit more, we're going to see Ethereum hit that level because you see the wick right here, right? That wick came to 2,120. All right, so you see that possibility, okay? So we're paying attention to that. And again, like I said, okay, the indicator is called Trader's Reality, and I'm using the RSI with it. All right, you can see the RSI is oversold. Okay, so we're also waiting for that RSI to turn up. Okay, and for this purple line to cross over, okay, this yellow line right here, okay? So this is something that we're paying attention to. Let's go to short term. I like to look at the 1 hour chart. That gives me a real good perspective on everything. So let's fan that out and let's talk about the sessions. All right, so you already see the boxes of the sessions. Okay, New York had dumped. Okay, so New York dumped to the M2 pivot zone, which we were expecting $2,300. Okay, and right before the Sydney session, okay, we had a pump. All right, so people saw that at the end, that dump from the New York session, and they brought in on that little bit of a rally right there. Okay. But you see that little yellow line? It didn't cross above that, so that acted as resistance. All right, now we're in Tokyo session, and Tokyo is turning down, and the RSI is below, this little purple line is below this white line. Okay, we don't like to see that, all right, because then that leads us to believe that it's going to turn down even lower and possibly wick out to the yesterday low, okay, 2,250, okay, and an M1 pivot zone is 2,170. So if we do come past this point, we can make a lower low. We've been making lower lows. So you see the low, another lower low. When you see that, okay, that pattern's not good. We're waiting to see if that turns back up, right? Okay, let me just drink my water. Okay, if any of you guys want to hear any coins or whatever, just drop them in the chat. Hit that thumbs up, sub to the channel, and rock out with us. Share the link and all of that. All right, so we've been talking about a lot of stuff here. Okay, so this is Ethereum, and this is on the 1 hour chart. We're below all these moving averages. So if we do start seeing a move back towards the upside, we are going to see resistance at $2,450. Okay, so that's going to be a resistance point. So if you're buying now or you're doing leverage trade or whatever, okay, make sure that you see this bottom part, which is the M3 pivot zone, 2,420, and then the mid, which is 2,457. Okay? Tron, okay, you can see Tron was all the way up at 24 cents, okay, and then it fell below the moving averages. All right, it's below the 200, it's below the 50, and it had a pump during the Sydney session. All right, so that's what we pay attention to. That dump at the New York session, we got the pump, and then Tokyo's dumping it. You could see that this purple line is crossing back down over that yellow line. So what does that mean, guys? More downward pressure. As you can see, that red candle, okay, that last candle is growing. So it has more pressure towards the downside. There you go. Boom. You see more pressure towards the downside because we're paying attention to these indicators, right? Okay. So next, we're going to talk about, let's move on. let's talk about Dogecoin real quick. Dogecoin on the 1 hour chart, okay? It did come up and it hit that 50 EMA, but it got rejected hard, and it also dumped during the New York session. It hit yesterday's low, okay, because you could see the lows, all right? And then it had a rally, okay? But you see how the RSI is crossing back over this yellow line right here? That's why you're seeing a sell-off during the Tokyo session, all right? 20 cents is a good buy area. I did, set an order trigger for that. Let's go ahead and show you the daily chart on Dogecoin, because I believe that Dogecoin can actually perform pretty well, okay? So we're going to show you, all right? So I brought at 20 cents, but 18 cents is really a target because this is a major liquidity zone, right? We have an 800 moving average, okay, which is down at the 16 cents, all right? So I brought at 20, and then I usually buys in 3, okay? So say I'm buying 1,000, right? I'll buy 333 at 20 cents, and then 333 at 18, and then 333 here as we go down, so you could buy the dips on the way down, and then you hit them when you're going on your way back up, okay? So that's what we see here. You could see that Dogecoin actually had a pretty crazy swing high up to 45 cents, okay? And there was massive volatility in the market around that time, right? There was massive market volatility. All right, let me just hold on one second. I'm just getting my water here. It's coffee time. It's coffee time for some of you guys, depending on what time zone you're in. Depends on what time zone you're in, right? And then for you guys that have been watching, man, shout out, mad love to you. Make sure you sub. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, because this all helps out. We've been rocking out for like an hour now, giving you a whole bunch of information and news. We just love the community, and now we got to start up a good new channel, So that's what we want to pay attention to. So this is Dogecoin on the daily. Okay, it broke the 200. We don't want to see this 50 cross over that 200. That would be a bad cross. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, if we do dip more to this yellow box area, okay, it's barely going to hit that 200, and then we can see a rally. Okay, and then Dogecoin can rally back up during those points, because that's one of the top coins. Now XRP, for you guys that want to talk about XRP, this is XRP on the daily. The 200 EMA is at $1.80. Okay. Now, why do I think it's going to go to that 200 EMA? You can see on the daily chart, the RSI is turned down, but it's not completely oversold yet, and this yellow line hasn't turned down too much, right? So other times that RSI actually just started to turn down more, yeah, because we got the candle right now from the dip, okay, and we have this low wick and this low wick. So if we create a wick lower than this wick, then that's not looking good for XRP, all right? But orders at $1.80, and then the 800 EMA sits right at $1. All right, but some people are calling for 150, which is right below that 200 EMA, which some of the times it will wick during that point. So 150 was this resistance area. So that's why people are thinking and saying, okay, this could be going to 150, right? So that's something that we're paying attention to. Okay, and then what do I want to give you guys next? Let's see here. Oh, I promised unicorn fart dust. We're going to go over unicorn fart dust in a minute. Okay. Unicorn fart dust, UFD. Okay. Unicorn Fart Dust. We're going to go to the 1 hour chart. Okay. We're going to pull the chart up. And then spread it out. And then we're going to talk about what we think is happening with Unicorn Fart Dust. Alright. So, and then I have my orange lines there showing everybody. I'm just going to create a post real quick that we're talking about UFD. Alright. So we'll be right back with you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to send the post out. Alright. We are going live and talking about UFD. Learn the tail. Buy more. Learn how to 10x. Learn okay. Alright, let's see. Business and Bitcoin's trending and ALTS is trending. Okay. Meme coin and then live stream, and then we're gonna talk all about alright. And then let's get the peeps in here. I'm gonna post a link in the chat on the YouTube chat too. Hey Dave and G and Jay Amore, post in the chat too. Yeah, we're on a Zoom call too with the devs talking about platform development. Drop that link in the chat, okay? Okay. And then alright, and then join us. Okay. And then let me see something here. Ready? Share links on all your pages. Hit that retweet button and quote tweet. We're about to talk about UFD, the breakdown, the article for it, and more. You don't want to miss this one. Alright, guys, let me just post join us now. We are live. We went through our crypto, and now we are diving into UFD. Come be a duster with us. Learn how to read UFD charts and find your entry. You don't want to miss this alpha information. Okay. Alright, and then let's just drop it under Ron's post. Join us now, live on YouTube. We talked about all the crypto, and now we're diving into unicorn fart dust. Alright. Alright, let me just drop this in this other tweet here. And then we're going to dive into the article of unicorn fart dust. We're going to talk about the chart. We're going to talk about the price action and what is happening in the future and what you can do to make passive income. I'm going to share the trading view indicator that we coded, and it gives you everything you need to win 90% of your trades. Join us now. We are diving into unicorn fart dust. Become a duster. Drop a comment. Learn about the story. And be a duster. Inspired by Gigi. Okay. I just want to hit that. And then let me just hit Jakey right quick. And then after this video, I'm going to show you the XMR mining. And I just got a gig to write articles, crypto articles, about charting daily, the sessions. Yeah, because I got to get ready in about 3 hours to speak at this seminar. A lot of companies and businesses want to utilize Bitcoin on their balance sheets, invest some of their revenue in Bitcoin. Join us now, talking about the crypto market situation. We will now be diving into unicorn fart dust. Come learn about the best gem out there. Okay, and then let's hit up our buddy. Join us now. We were live talking about the crypto market situation. We are now going to do a dive into unicorn fart dust. Come join us and share your alpha. Be the best duster you can be. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to get it on there so that way. Okay, so we can talk about UFD. Awesome. Alright, we'll dive into UFD. I just wanted to post that to some of the peeps. You know, we talked about the whole market and the situation and all that. So you can go back in the video and hear that. But if you're here for the UFD, then you're here at the right time. So we're dropping these posts. Alright. There's some dusters that have been following me since I started this one account. Okay. And then this account, we're going to utilize this account to grow it. So it's got 500 followers. We're going to get that check mark. And we're going to give you daily updates, charts, videos, all that stuff. And my wife and I are developers, and I have 2 more developers that are helping, you know, building platforms and stuff like that. And also, we're thinking about launching, relaunching a game. You can look it up, called War of Tribes. And you know, yes, exactly. And you know, my wife and her, you know, family and stuff like that, they did programs for Dow Jones back when the internet was just happening. Yes. You know, her brother did one of the major platform programs for Dow Jones trading back in 2001.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
So that's my brother. And none of this is financial advice.
Okay, so we got UFD on the line here. Okay. We're on the charts. Alright. Okay, I just want to get this all situated here. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, you gotta have your UFD. Alright. Alright, I dropped the links in the chat. Alright, I dropped those links in the chat, and then I just want to be able to put the link in that chat here. Okay. And then we're gonna dive into Unicorn Fart Dust, man. It has a really cool, neat story of how it was created. I'm gonna show you a Medium article. I'm gonna show you the media article. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, unicorn fart dust, right? So, unicorn fart dust. Okay, let me go here to Medium, right? And show you the article. Okay? I write articles for a couple different platforms and crypto companies and stuff like that. Yeah, so let me just go here. It should be on this account. Alright. Published. Okay, yeah, it's probably on this one. Okay, so how to mine. So we're going to be doing a mining video today too. And then a unicorn fart dust. Alright, so I ended up diving into making an article about UFD because I thought it was unique. Okay, so I saw UFD and I was like, huh. And my wife was actually watching, for crypto coins and stuff, right? And I was like, man, this guy is dedicated. He's been doing streams every day talking about gold and silver and all this kind of stuff. And we're gonna talk through it, right? Okay, so unicorn fart dust. So I ended up writing this Medium article, talking about it, right? It's a meme coin. It's worthless. Is it unicorn fart dust? Prove me wrong. He says, I'm a 54-year-old, almost boomer, first-time crypto buyer, started this meme coin in 3 hours, okay? So he used MoonPay, okay? And then he ended up getting Solana and then making the meme coin. All right? So, yeah, we're gonna go on here. Yeah, we got people coming and going. Coming and going, rocking and rolling. But, okay. Alright, let's see here. Okay. So, this 54-year-old boomer, almost boomer, buys Solana with MoonPay, okay? And by creating the coin, he lost his, sponsors, the mining sponsors, gold and silver mining and stuff like that. So MoonPay ended up picking him up, and now they sponsor him on YouTube for his accounts. And now he talks every day. He does many interviews, okay? Tweets every single day, all right? And we recently saw, a little bit of a rally on Unicorn Fart Dust, but we're going to talk about the chart in a second, okay? The Unicorn Fart Dust meme coin is backed by nothing but Unicorn Fart Dust, right? And then here is the snapshot from the DEX, okay? What is Unicorn Fart Dust? You can see it. A while ago I had a community that we were just using it to raid and spread the word, but we ended up having some communities on X that we use, which are much better because we can use it right on X, right? All right. Unicorn, the meme coin sparkling on the Solana blockchain. All right, the ever-expanding universe, and there's so many meme coins out there that are launched every single day that end up failing, or something happens, or whatever, right? So when this happens, it causes a problem in the market, right? Okay. Just like the issues that we're seeing now in the markets, right? What is Unicorn Fart Dust? It's just a cryptocurrency meme coin with the backing of a community, okay? I'm going to put this link, okay, inside the chat. Boomer, you can drop that in the chat, okay. Yeah, we have devs on a Zoom call. So the chat. Okay, thanks, man. All right, so we got that dropped in the chat. That's to the article. All right. So anybody that's seen that, and then I'll actually drop that too. You can actually see the article. On X, and actually let me put that on X right now, real quick. All right. Alright, so we spelt it with a little bit of flair. You know? Okay. Alright. So I dropped that on X now, and you could see it on my X page. It's actually in the description of the videos, and I dropped it on X, and then it's also in the chat now if you come in the chat during the video, you know? And then that's, you know, basically what it is. We did the article, so we're like, okay, you know? And then let's go to CMC, okay? And we want to search for UFD. And then everybody should do this if you're a holder of UFD. You know, you search for UFD, you get your information, and you put it on your watch list. Okay, and you see the feed. You see like the price action, market cap's 50 million. Okay, volume 7 million. So it's got some, you know, volume backing behind it. You know, usually I see 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. You know, volume stuff like that. So this has over 5 million, 7 million. It's, you know, pretty cool. On busy days, I've seen 30 million, you know, plus. There's a 1 billion supply. Unfortunately, Ron got hacked, but then the community ended up banding together and helping him out. Okay, and that wallet is controlled by some of his colleagues. It's a multi-sig wallet, so nobody has to worry about dumps, right? Okay. All right, hold on. Here. Okay. Okay. And then we could see compare with, let's go to the month. 1 month. Actually, let's go to 1 year time frame. You know, we had a swing high at 35 cents. That was almost, and then $63 million in volume at that swing high. Okay? 48 million in volume. And then, you know, there's some days where it does have 30 million in volume. But you see most days it's got up over 10, and then on certain days, right? So we saw this swing high. And now we are in this area of the swing low, right? Now, it shows you here where the volume's coming from and what exchange, right? So let's go ahead and look at the volume. L Bank, okay, looks like it's got, yeah, 2 million in confidence high. Okay, so yeah, so L Bank, Radium, 2 million, Bitmart, people are trading UFD on Bitmart, BitGet, MEXC. So these exchanges, people are actually trading on the exchanges. So a lot of times if I buy on an exchange, I send it out to a cold wallet, and you can now see it in your ledger. So when you put it in your cold storage wallet, you can see it now in your ledger, which is awesome. Okay? And I also added some liquidity, okay, on Meteora, so that way you could earn passive income by doing that, right? Okay? And now let's go to the website. Okay, and then this talks about unicorn fart dust. So you see, shows Ron, shows all the information, and you can see all that in the article. Okay, all right. Now, what you've been waiting for, the chart. So this is the 1 hour chart. Okay, and these orange lines I put on here. Okay, let me get rid of this because it was the M0 pivot zone. Okay, so let me get rid of that orange line, okay, because we actually had a swing low, okay, of 0.035, okay, which is below the M0 pivot zone. You see that white line, right? Okay, so you see that white line. Now we're riding even. So on the 1 hour chart, the 200 and the 50. So the 50 just crossed over, okay? The 50 just crossed over the 200, okay? So that's what I like to see, because that can show momentum of upside movement back to the moving average up here at 0.07. Okay, So anytime you see on the 1 hour chart or longer time frames that we go below the 50 EMA and we hit it again and it rejects, okay, and it comes back down more, that's when you know we're bottoming. Then you see these bottoms hit, and then you see a rally. So we pull above that. As soon as we got above the 200 EMA, we ended up staying in that range, okay, which is awesome. All right, so that's kudos to UFD doing that, right? All right, the RSI is still a little bit high, okay, and it's turned down a bit. There's a little bit of sell pressure, but that's okay because it looks like it's turning back up, and if it crosses back over this yellow line, that's when I would decide to ape because it hit my high target over here at 0.052. Okay, so we can see a swing high, okay, to 0.06 cents, right? So if I see that happen, okay, you can use Trader's Reality Indicator, and then that's something that you can use to check, do your charts, and you just go to Indicators, you type in Trader's Reality, so you go to Indicators, okay, you type in Trader's Reality, and it's Trader's Reality Main, and then that's the indicator that was coded with all of this information in it, all these boxes and sessions, right? So on this 1 hour chart, you could see that the trading sessions of the day, okay, you could see that New York had a dump, okay, and then as soon as Sydney, right at the end of the New York dump, okay, when we hit that 50 EMA, that's when we caught a rally. So since we were above those moving averages and the 50 was crossing over the 200, that was a good entry point. So when you see the 50 crossing over the 200, okay, those are good entry points. You want to see the rise, retrace, and then continuation towards the upside. Okay, now what we want to see is we want to see the coin making higher lows. Okay, now let's go to a longer term time frame. Okay, the 4 hour chart, so we get a better perspective, right? So we're right at that daily open, okay, and when we had that dump down here, we hit the 50, we broke below the 50, okay, and we came down here and we had conviction above the 50. So when we had this dip candle, okay, it hit the 50 and we didn't go below it, which is actually good. We are now in Sydney session, okay, so because all those indicators are showing me good on the 4 hour chart, okay, if you look at the RSI, okay, it's above this yellow line, okay, and it looks like it's going to come, tap the line, and then continuation towards the upside. So if I see the RSI turn down, hit that line, and then start continuing towards the upside, that's when I'm going to be like, okay, it's time to buy in, okay? And that's basically, what I'm looking at for Unicorn Fart Dust, right? Okay, so now let's go to the daily chart, okay? So we can see everything on the daily, okay? So right now we're at a low, okay? So the last time when I brought a low over here, okay, at around 6 cents, we ran all the way up to 35, right? And then we came down. We had this dip, which actually caused us to go to 0.034, okay? And then we tested that again, but then we made a higher low, okay? And then now, okay, this little yellow line, we're starting to cross above it, okay? And then if you see a target, this yellow area, okay, 8 cents on the longer time frame, and then when we see bullish in the market and alts are rising and these dumps stop, okay, we will see it rocket back to 20 cents and plus. He's got one of the best communities out there, okay? This guy is on all the time. Let me just show you. Okay, it's loading. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. Let's show you Ron's basement. And he's the developer. Okay? Ledger sponsors him. Okay? He has the contact info. He just made a tweet 49 minutes ago, and we posted under it. Okay? So he's tweeting every single day. He's getting big numbers. Okay? And last time, 6 hours ago, he was on. He has some really good numbers when he's watching. Look, 3,178 views on his live stream. I mean, like, this guy is really killing it. He's giving us continuous daily updates. He's giving us information. He's doing interviews all the time. Okay? So, would you want to be in a coin with a dev like that, or a coin that you don't know? So that's why I hold some UFD in my wallet. Okay? So that's why I hold some unicorn fart dust in my wallet. And then the last thing I want to show you is how to find fresh coins on Dex Screener. Okay? So basically you go to Dex Screener, you click on Solana. Okay? Then you click on, well, I usually click on the 24 hour, depending on what your time frame is. So I click on 24 hours. I go to age, and I click on age. I click twice, and then it shows you the newest coin. So 2 hours ago, this coin was launched. Then I look and see, did they pay for a boost? Okay, are they trending? Okay, what's their volume? What's their holders? You know, all that kind of stuff. All right. So for instance, like this one here. Okay, Infinite Trump Rewards. 2 hours ago, launched, okay, and it went up. So let's go ahead and take a look at it so we can see exactly what is happening to this coin, okay. So yeah, it went up to 1.7 mil, and now it's on a dip. So the thing is this coin that just launched, is it going to revive? Or is it going to dip all the way to zero, right? So that's how I look for new coins, by going to the Solana and looking for new coins on the DEX. It's actually the first one. Flash, let's take a look real quick at this one. Okay, so it looks like ITR. Flash actually is at 260, so you got to do all your research. So I'm going to do a video right after this one showing you how to find the meme coins and how to do the research. Okay, but we talked about the crypto market. We talked about Ron. He's the man. Okay, we talked about everything that's happened in the market, and we talked about the good old unicorn fart dust. All right. All right, guys, you were rocking, chilling with Jay Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Until the next time, guys, to the moon!